You're listening to the new WCEG Network on WCEGtalkradio.com. Watch us live on your live stream at WCEG Network on YouTube. I'm Wardell Richardson, your show host right here on WCEGwood, the Hollywood of the South, for the next hour. We are your worldwide community empowerment group where we speak life into the community. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and on Instagram at WCEG_talk_radio. That's WCEG_talk_radio and at WCEG Network. That's WCEG Network. Last but not least, the topics and opinions are those of the show hosting guests and not those of WCEG Network. Thank you for your continued support. I am Wardell Richardson, right here again on WCEGwood, Hollywood of the South. And of course, this is somewhat my last show for this year. Because after this show, I may have one more show and then we go on a break until January 19th. But before I get to my fabulous guest, because I had to end my show with somebody with some pizzazz that's doing her thing. You know what I'm saying? So before I bring her on, I want to I have a few updates. First, condolences goes out to Miss Irene Cara, who passed away on November 25th. She's an American singer and actress whose role in 1980 musical film Fame and the song Fame gave her prominence. She also sang and co-wrote Flashdance, What a Feeling. So our condolences go out to her. She definitely will be missed. She is a legend in this industry, and we always got to give our acknowledges to people who have made a difference and had a pivotal role in the entertainment industry. She is one of them. So our condolences go out to her and her family. Secondly, Miss Tawana Williams. Now, if you don't know who Tawana Williams is, you need to look her up. Rain Dance Film will be shooting her movie. She is a woman who was born without arms, and her story is impeccable. The stuff she goes through throughout her life, it is just an unbelievable story. And she has hired Rain Dance Film, my company, to do her movie. I am so honored to do that. But she will be speaking here in Georgia on December the 10th and December the 11th. December the 10th at 2 p.m. and December the 11th at 10 a.m. The residing pastor is George E. Lawrence and First Lady Desiree Lawrence. And I am just really excited about this. I will be in the building to hear her speak. If you have not ever heard her speak, you have to find time to hear her speak. All you got to do is look her up on social media. I promise you, you're going to want to go hear her speak. She is one of the most powerful speakers in the nation, and she's known everywhere. So I am honored to know her and her husband, who just had a birthday not too long ago. Shout out to you, Toby. Happy belated birthday. We at WCEG adore you guys. You guys are amazing people, and I look forward to seeing you guys this weekend coming up. Friday, December the 30th, Queen of Hearts, Inc. presents a dress rehearsal pre-New Year's Eve gala benefiting cancer research. And guess who's hosting that event? Me. I am so happy to be honored to be hosting that event. It's going to be an incredible event held at JVC Event Center, 4515 Stone Mountain Highway, Lilburn, Georgia, 30047 from 8 p.m. to 12 a.m. Hosted by, once again, me. Special performances by artist J. Mill and special guest Randy Gill. So the price to get in is $50 for singles, $95 for couples, $65 VIP. You can get tickets at eventbrite.com/New Year's Eve dress rehearsal. So make sure you go and check that out. Come out and support your boy, because when I get up on the floor, it's a whole different ball game. I just become somebody different. They're just who I am. So when you come, be prepared for a great, great night. And it will be food, it will be entertainment, it will be door prizes. It's going to just be a great, great night. And it's the day before New Year's Eve. So understand, pre-New Year's Eve Gala is the day before New Year's Eve. It is not on New Year's Eve. I just want to make sure I say that because people look at it and be like, oh, I got plans for New Year's Eve. It's not on New Year's Eve. It's the day before New Year's Eve, okay? And last but not least, everyone knows about the runoff that is going on. If you don't know about the runoff, please go check your local library or anywhere and see the line about a mile long coming out because everybody is trying to go vote for who's going to be in the Senate. It is between Herschel Walker and Warnock. And people, I don't really like to get too deep into I just don't like to get too deep into the government stuff on my show. But if y'all have heard Herschel Walker speak, then you understand why I'm going for Warnock. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't want to get too deep into it, but yeah, please go vote. please go vote. And I literally, the voting stands have been a mile long. I mean, really long. So, and this is early voting. Now, the final day of voting is the 6th. So if you don't make it to the early voting in your area, the last day to vote is December 6th. Please go and vote. It is imperative that you go and vote. I haven't seen it this many people in line in a long time to vote, but they are at the booths right now doing early voting. So please go and do your part and make a change in our community because we definitely need the right people in office here in Georgia. Georgia is just on a whole whirlwind of crazy, and we need some people with some sense. Straight up. Plain and simple. Okay? Okay. I said my part on that. And I said last but not least, but also make sure you go and support me on Amazon Prime. I got several movies on there that you need to go see. We got Addiction by Subtraction, which is a psychological film. Flesh, which is a movie based on human trafficking. It's an action film. The 30-Day Rule, which is a romantic comedy. And I just saw The Tree Widow on there, which is a movie I did a long time ago where I'm vying for the love of an older woman. She's in her 70s. It's a really, really interesting film. What can I say? It's a Christian film. Let me just put it that way. It's a lot of great points on there that'll touch you in different ways. So make sure you go and check out The Tree Widow. And on Tubi TV, there's a movie called Rabbitous that I did. That is my first horror film that I ever was involved in. And I got to play a role that I always wanted to play. Make sure you go check that out. I'm not going to say no more than that. And I play opposite my man, Rodney Perry, in that film. So that was a great film. A Killing Secret is on Amazon Prime. A Killing Secret is my first big directorial debut for a feature film. It has won awards over in LA. It has made its tour. It's doing things, and I'm very proud of that film. So make sure you check out A Killing Secret, directed by myself and Shishi Hera. So I am very excited about all the stuff that I do. And people always ask me about The Last Time, which is a domestic violence film that I did. It will be coming soon. We are working on distribution for it as we speak. So please be aware it is coming very soon. Without further ado, I did a movie some months ago with my man, Michelangelo, who I've interviewed and talked about some of his film projects on the show before. Penny was involved with it. I was involved with it. I'm one of the stars of it, as a matter of fact. Dreamer and Dreamer. And during one of the scenes, I met a woman who, she was just real cool, laid back, chill, doing her thing, you know what I'm saying? And we started following each other on social media, and I started seeing that she does modeling, she's acting, she's a mother, she's just a whole whirlwind of powerful energy and positiveness. So without further ado, I want to introduce to you guys the lovely Olivia Jennings. Hello, Olivia.
Sorry, I had to unmute. What?
What's going on?
Man, thank you for having me. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the invite. I really appreciate it.
Hey, no doubt, man. I mean, you're doing big things. I've been seeing you, following you since we met on the set with Michelangelo. So I'm gonna just start. I just want you to start from the beginning. Where are you from? And if you're not from where you grew up at, how did you get to where you are today?
All right. Well, I'm Olivia. What's up? So I was originally born in Shawnee, Kansas, which is actually about 15 minutes from Kansas City, Missouri.
Oh, Lord. Ain't nothing in Kansas.
There's nothing in Kansas, which is why I did not stay in Kansas. But when my parents, when I was about 6 or 7, my parents had split up. And then we moved to Arkansas with my mom for about a couple of years. And then we transitioned to Spring Hill, Louisiana, which is about 4 hours from New Orleans, Louisiana. Okay. I grew up there. It was real country. I don't like the country, by the way. I don't want nobody asking me that. I don't like the country. I think it's boring. It ain't nothing there. I need people. I need eating places. I need fun. So the country is not for me. Right. So I cannot wait to get out of it. But I grew up in Spring Hill, Louisiana. And then when I turned 19, I moved to Kansas City, Missouri. I stayed with my dad for a couple of years. And actually during that time, I was not modeling, acting, doing nothing. I didn't know what I wanted to do. Modeling and acting was actually something that I wanted to do since I was younger, but I didn't. Being young, I always have like the looks or anything like that for it. So I didn't really pursue it until when I was in Kansas City, Missouri. I was 26 years old, and this lady had approached my dad and had told him that she thought I would do really good in the entertainment industry and that I needed to get into modeling. So that is what pushed me. I started modeling in Kansas City, Missouri. And then I actually got asked to be a brand ambassador here in Greenville, South Carolina. So I moved here in 2016, and I have been in Greenville, South Carolina back and forth the last 6 years, 6.5 years.
How is the modeling industry in Missouri? Is it a lot going on up there?
I don't even know if I can say this on radio, but I'm gonna be honest. It is a lot going on there, but I am gonna say, not to be racist or discriminating when I say this or nothing, but for African Americans, it's not pushing like that up here. So that's why I need a transition to come to Greenville, South Carolina. And I actually didn't come here directly. Well, I came here to be a brand ambassador. Is what I came here for, some people that had like a clothing line and stuff like that going on. But it didn't really work out the way I planned it. And I actually was about to move in 2019. I was about to take off and leave until I was offered in Atlanta my first acting gig. And I played basically a crackhead. And this web series, I played a crackhead while I was, stuff doing all my things.
So your first gig was a crackhead.
I was a crackhead. I was smuggling everything. So I played a drug dealer's girlfriend, but I was a crackhead. And the web series is called Tangled and Twisted, and I believe it's episode 9 that I was in. It's between 7 and 9 that I was in. But that was my first acting gig, and that was in 2019.
Okay.
So here I am today in Greenville. Sure. And actually, I know people mad, but this is my last year here. I'm actually packing up next summer in 2023, and I am headed to Georgia because I'm going to be honest, y'all out in Georgia have showed me so much love. With my modeling career, being here in Greenville, South Carolina, it actually picked up by people in Georgia, photographers and producers finding me on Facebook. And they started asking me to just do gigs. I didn't do a lot of acting gigs at the moment, but definitely a lot of modeling work. So I was always traveling back and forth, doing modeling work. And modeling actually picked up for me, and it's because of my people in Georgia. So shout out to y'all for real though, because it's because
That's
of
what's
y'all I'm
up.
moving here, honestly, because y'all done show me so much love.
Well, I mean, you've been doing some things, man, coming down to Georgia and handling your business. So let me ask you this. So you was into modeling, you got into modeling. What's been your biggest challenge since you've been modeling?
My biggest challenge with modeling, I'm gonna be honest, is learning how to navigate around it because I have so many tattoos. Mm-hmm. And I say that because I love tattoos, y'all. It's just me. It's an art to me. I don't know. I just wear it as art. I love it. I don't like clothes. So I'm just like, if I'm going to be bare skinned, I want to have something on my skin. I like tattoos. And then it speaks for me. And there's always a story behind every tattoo that I get. So it's not, I don't just go out to get tattoos just to get them. It's just literally always a story behind it. But that's been my biggest challenge, honestly, is learning how to navigate, because I'm not really used to seeing a lot of tattoo models doing the modeling that I do. Because I like to do like lingerie and stuff like that, but I'm not used to seeing
that's very interesting, because every time I go on social media, anything I see tattoo models, that's like I see people with tattoos. That's why when you first told me, when we had a conversation and you was telling me that it was hard for you because of your tattoos, it just kind of threw me off, because every time I'm on social media, I see women with tattoos everywhere, and it's just everywhere. So is
it in Georgia, or is it in Georgia?
I have no idea. I don't know many people nowadays who don't even have tattoos.
Really?
To find somebody who has just clear, like I don't have tattoos. You know what I'm saying? But I don't model either. But at the same time, I used to, and I don't know. I just don't think. I was I'm a dark skinned guy. I didn't even think you would see the tattoo if I had one on me. But
oh, you will see it. Trust me. You got the right artist that make it dark.
Yeah, they'll make it known. But I see a lot of artists. A lot of models with tattoos. So when you said it, just threw me off. I just think there is a market, a huge market for models with tattoos. It got to be, because that's all I see when I get on social media.
And and see, the reason why I had to say that is because I'm gonna be honest, and you're gonna win some and you're gonna lose some, but it's been so much work that I have not been able to get just because I have tattoos. And it's never the look. It's never the look. It's just always, it's too many tattoos. It's too many tattoos. And that's like my biggest thing that I've ran into a lot with modeling. But I had to get a mindset to be like, okay, well, what type of model do you want to be? Like, because there's a million there's a million types of model. Like, you got runway, you got swimsuit, you got lingerie, you got paint, like you got all different types. See, I'll do it all, but my biggest target with modeling is going into fitness modeling. So with the fitness modeling, the tattoos work for me because, people in fitness, they have tattoos. So
yeah, right. But they got a magazine called Tattoos, and it's just nothing but models and stuff with tattoos.
Really?
Yeah.
I know I saw Ink Mag and stuff like that. But
Ink Mag. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think that show, what's that show? Black Ink.
Black Ink.
Yeah, they kind of made tattoos a popular thing because of their show. They made it even more popular. So because of that, now, tattoos is like a thing now. A lot of people like to have a few tattoos or something like that. But, I don't know. Maybe it'll change for you when you come to Georgia. You said it's already picking up for you. So
yeah. But that's just that little small downfall, because outside of that, honestly, I still get a lot of work. Acting has definitely picked up, and shout out to Michael Angelo, by the way. I forgot to shout you out. But yeah, as Wardell said, I met him in Dream on Dreamer, the second finale. So, and it was good to work with you, by the way. But yeah, acting has picked up. I didn't have people even reaching out to me because of my look. They like, do you do music? And I'm like, nah. I'm on the verge of like writing music right now. That's something I'm actually doing right now. But I don't have anything out or nothing like that. So,
Wait,
but I do get that a lot.
You sing?
I do not sing. Do I know how to sing?
Okay.
I do, but I don't want to be a singer. Like that's not something I want to do. Right? That's not. Don't get me wrong. I wouldn't mind like doing some type of little pop or rock or something like that. But as far as singing, it's just not for me. Don't get me wrong. And it's just not for me. I'm more of this tattoo girl or whatever. That's
okay. Okay. So when it comes to acting, what has been your passion now? Is it acting and modeling, or just which one is you mostly leaning toward at this point?
So right now, I am more leaning towards acting.
Okay.
100%. Especially getting ready to move out to Georgia because I know there's so much out there, and I know it'll work. And I definitely have a big support system out there to help me navigate towards that. So definitely acting though.
What is it about acting that gets your attention? What do you love so much about it?
I like seeing people in different characters. I like to see different sides of who they can be.
Right.
And honestly, a lot of times I get in the mirror and I call myself like trying to mimic somebody. Like for instance, Taraga. Now I ain't nowhere near as bad as Taraga. Don't get me wrong, but I'll be in the mirror like practicing her little angry scenes or whatever. But I just like seeing people into different character. I think it's fun. I think it's fun pretending to be a million different people. Like you can just be so much acting, and I think it's fun. It's just a fun thing.
So if somebody was to call you right now, just call you out the blue and say, "Hey, I have this role for you. I think it's perfect for you," and you'd be like, "Oh my God, that is the role I've always wanted to do." What role would that be?
I would say an angry role.
An angry role?
Angry role, like a violent role. Why I had to be violent? I'm sorry, that sounds so bad.
No, I'm laughing because almost every woman say one of two things. They want to be a superhero or they want to kill somebody. I mean, like, they want to fight somebody or beat somebody up or something.
Yeah, I just think it would be fun. But I actually do. While we're speaking of that, I'm actually in a film right now. It's being filmed in Georgia, coming in February, and it's called Control Minds. And I actually have a scene in there where it's domestic violence, but I do have to kill somebody. So, I'm kind of.
So you're looking forward to that, ain't you?
I am.
That is so funny that we. See, y'all women, y'all just have these little sadistic little minds and stuff. Y'all just be wanting to hurt people and all that kind of stuff.
Okay, well let's see where your mind is at. What would you like to play?
What would I like to play? You know what I would want to play? I've always wanted to play a person, like a famous person, like somebody, like be. I don't look like Malcolm X, but if somebody asked me to play Malcolm X, I would try to get into that character. I always wanted to be somebody to play a role as a famous person. Like, I think that's probably the only thing I haven't really done yet. Because I think it's going to be hard because you have to learn their little habits and how they walk and how they talk. And if you really want to pull it off, you have to study that character. So that I think that would be my biggest challenge. And I so want to do that. So want to do it.
So is Malcolm X, because I know, like, of course, he's like a leader and everything. So is that like your favorite?
I just mentioned him as an example. But I'm just saying, like, if it was somebody who had, their life story, just like, I mentioned earlier that, with my film company shooting Miss Tawana Williams and telling her life story. You know, I want to do a movie where I'm playing a character and telling their life story. I think that would be the best, you know, that'll be my ultimate thing, because it's hard to play other people, you know, and learn their habits and their structure and how they move and how they talk. If they stumble over words, if they have a slur in their speech, you know, like you have to master that and get it all down. You know, I think one of the roles I recently played in a film was I played a Nigerian dude, and I've been wanting to play an African for the longest, so I can practice my little African dialect when I say certain words. Yeah. So it's stuff like that that I like doing because it's a challenge for me. You know, I have to push myself, you know, over the limit to do it. And so when I did it, you know what's funny is the director told me, "You're a Nigerian guy, but you don't have to talk Nigerian." You know, and I said, "Well, that don't make any sense."
Oh, that's
like, right. So and I always want to challenge myself. So when we got on set, she didn't know. I had told her assistant that I'm gonna talk African, and she said, "Look, just go with it." So when she said action, I started talking in African, and she paused. She said, "Cut," and I thought I messed up. Right? She just fell out laughing. She said, "You actually learned the language." And I said, "Yeah."
It. Oh, so wait a minute. You actually spoke Nigerian?
Spoke the language. You know what I'm saying? I spoke African. Like, no. But I have friends and people who from Nigeria and Africa and stuff who taught me how to kind of say things in African. So it came off as if, because people even on set was asking me, are you really from Africa? Yeah. And I was like, no.
Yeah, because when I met you, I didn't think you was from America either, because I didn't hear you talk, so I didn't know. But when I first met you, I literally thought you was from another country too. I didn't know until you started talking, and I was like, oh, okay, well maybe he's American. But then again, you got people from another country that come to America and they still speak American. So
now that's the first time I heard somebody say that to me. Like they didn't know I spoke because I didn't say, because you know when I'm on set, I be in tune. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, right. Like my mind be gone and I just be to myself because I'm thinking of the role and the scene and stuff. That's just who I am. But anyway, this is about you. So with that being said, what has been your biggest challenge in film? We talked about your challenge in modeling. What do you think your challenge in film is?
I mean, I don't really know if it's a challenge, more of a goal, but that's definitely perfecting my craft, because there's still a lot with the film industry that I still have to learn, especially being an actress. There's a lot, because I'm kind of a newbie in a way to it, but I mean, I do well, but I'm still a newbie to it. So I still have a lot to learn. So right now, that's just I don't really want to say it's a challenge, because I know I can meet it. It's just more of my biggest goal going into acting, I would say.
Right. That. Do you think as a female, the entertainment industry is harder or easier?
I'm gonna say, I'll say 50-50. I do 50-50. And the reason why I do 50-50 is because on the hard side, I say being a woman in general, we have to deal with a lot. A lot. I'm not gonna go into that because the women know what I'm talking about, and I know you know as well. But
I saw one of your posts
on that side. Oh man,
you went off one day on one of your posts.
Because and I said, okay. And it's not to everybody, because everybody's not like that. But you do got those crazy people out there that they be thinking because we're females or we look a certain way, or maybe let's just say we done did some acting scene in a film where we half naked, or just because you post, like I could post like a modeling picture, like it's just being a female. I would say it's hard on that end, because you have a lot of people that they don't want to work with you unless you're giving them something.
Right.
If you know what I mean by that.
Yeah.
And then they make it hard, you know, for us to want to do that because they expect every female to just be like, oh, okay, if I got to do this and this is what it takes to get there, then that's what I'm gonna do to get there. You know what I'm saying? On that end, being a female is hard because I go through that, and I mean it's easy to ignore, but it do get frustrating after a while because it's a daily thing, honestly, that a lot of women got to deal with. On the other side, the good side of it, I say God just made us women these creatures to where it's like, if you have like this look or this smile, or I don't know if your body looks a certain way. I don't know. It's kind of easy to, I want to say, get work kind of being a female versus being a guy. I don't want to say that.
The way you said that was like, I am woman.
Yeah. I just want to say, I mean, it's a lot of good qualities of being a woman versus being a guy in the industry to get in work, because just to be real, sex does sell. And I'm not saying being a guy that it won't sell, but I'm saying sometimes when you have a woman in that film, it just, sometimes it goes a little better. That's all I'm saying. Sometimes having a woman there makes things go a little smoother.
That's true. You know, I think that for Black people, it has definitely been a lot better because as for females, there has been a lot of leading women who have opened the doors for females. Taraji, you mentioned her earlier, Octavia Spencer, you know, all these different Black powerful women who has made an impact on the industry, has opened the door for so many Black women, and not to mention the movie Black Panther, you know what I'm saying, that's still topping charts right now. And I haven't seen it yet, and I'm mad I haven't seen this second part yet. So I'm gonna see it. I am gonna see that movie. But I'm very the way that the industry has changed. You know, it has come a long way from where it used to be. So, with that being said, do you think that because, okay, so you mentioned the tattoos being a problem in modeling, how do you think it'll impact you in film? Have you even thought about that?
I'm going to be honest. I have, but just a couple of days ago, I had this mindset to where I don't feel like it matters how many tattoos I got. I feel like if I go in and I execute my part and I execute it well and I go above and beyond and I outdo everybody, I feel like the tattoos can be overlooked. Because
there you go.
If you are that good at what you do and they like you that bad and they want you for that part, they will work around your tattoos. So that's the mindset that I have with acting, and I don't have another mindset. That's just what I'm sticking with, because I know once I learn it, I'm learning it to be one of these bad chicks out here. I want to be up there where they at, up there with Taraji and them at, up there where they are. So I feel like as long as I keep working, I practice, and I execute, no matter what, I go in and I execute it bad. Like I go in knowing that, oh, you gonna pick me, and I go in and just execute the mess out of it. I know they will overlook it, because if they want somebody good for that role, they are going to figure out a way to get you in.
That's absolutely true, and I'm glad you brought that up. You know, I remember auditioning for a role, and it calls for a light-skinned guy with dreads and all that. And I just read for the role, just to read for the role. And they called me back and said, I got the role. I said, how in the world did I get that role? And they were just like, look, we're going to change out everything. We know we said we want the light skin, but we like you for the role, so we're going to keep you. I said, oh, okay, cool. And I think it's all about being at the right time, being in the right place at the right time. And like you said, being able to deliver. Because you can get somebody who look good, but that don't mean they can act.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But when you come in there and you come in with the attitude like, I'm a prize for you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what a lot of people who are watching this, please understand this. I had a huge director in LA tell me this when I was out there for the Atlanta film. I mean, not the Atlanta, but the American film market. I went out there and he said, when you walk in, he said, I walked into the room to go to a class. And he stopped me. He said, what's your name? And I said, my name is Wardell Richardson. And then he said, you know what I like about you? I said, what's that? He said, you walked in like, I'm that man. Yep. like if I'm in your film, you gonna win. He said, right. And that's how everybody needs to be when they walk into an audition. It's almost like you got to walk in, not asking for a role, but telling them, look, I'm your man or I'm your woman. You know what I'm saying? So that was absolutely correct in what you said. I like that because that's what I've been preaching for a long time.
See? High five.
Now, if you had an opportunity to play opposite a famous actor and actress, who would they be?
Ooh. Actress? Ooh, goodness, there's so many.
So many. It is a lot of people out here now that I would love to play opposite.
Oh, goodness, opposite, man.
Yeah, opposite. Male and female. And it can just be, the first person to come to your mind. First person to come to your mind.
Well, the first person that came to my mind when it came to actors was Wesley Snipes.
Oh Lord, what? I haven't even heard from Wesley Snipes. I'm
sorry. The only reason why he came to mind is because, as far as actors go, I love all the Blades. I just love Blades.
It's the
action
is insane.
Yeah, and that's why I thought Wesley Snipes.
Yeah.
Yes. So, actresses, man. You know what? I would have to go what's her name? Sanaa Lathan.
Okay. Sanaa Lathan. Okay. Yeah. She's one of my favorites too. Sanaa Lathan, Octavia Spencer, Taraji P.
Yeah. Yep.
Who else? It's quite a few people. Megan Good. Quite a few.
We can't leave her out. She just got this movie. Angela Bassett.
Oh yeah, Angela Bassett is the truth. She's the truth. Now, why? Why Sanaa Lathan? What is it about her that you like?
I like her. I mean, not only is she beautiful, but I just feel like she can play any role. I feel like she can play. I mean, she can play roles where she's crooked, roles where she's emotional, roles where she's, twisted. I just like her diverse. I think I love her expression. I love the way she looks when she's angry or I love the way she holds her face. It's just something about all her emotions on her face. It's why I like her so much. And then she's a great actress. I love her, and like I said, I like all her roles. I've never seen a movie that she played in that I didn't like, honestly. So definitely her. I feel like she's powerful as well. She kind of up there with Taraji.
I'm still stuck on you saying Wesley Snipes. I have not seen. I just saw him. I saw him in something not too long ago. I can't even remember what it was, but I think after he went through this whole tax evasion thing that he went through some type of tax situation that got him hemmed up, and he just kind of fell off for a minute. But I think he's making his way back.
Okay, I never knew why he kind of was not really.
Yeah, he got into some trouble, like with the government trouble, So it kind of took him out. But nevertheless, I hope he comes back strong because I'm a huge fan.
Oh, yeah.
Blade was all of them were good. I love that type of stuff. So what's your favorite style of genre? Is it drama, action, sci-fi, horror?
My favorite top, it would definitely be action.
Action? I figured you'd say that. Because you say you want to kill somebody.
It'd be action.
That is so funny to me. It's just funny to me that you want to hurt somebody. And you know what's funny is I can see you playing a role like that. I can actually see you playing a role like that. That'll be very interesting.
Why you say that? Do I look crazy?
No, you don't look crazy. But you know what? Your tattoos kind of feed into that rough, tough type of thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But also, because honestly, you can put it's makeup you can put over your tattoos to cover them up. So it ain't like, it's that difficult. I've seen them do that all the time. I seen Chris Brown do a movie not too long ago. He had to cover his tattoos and he covered them all up. I was like, oh, okay.
What movie was that?
I don't know. I just saw him do, like they do little videos behind the scenes and stuff, and he was covering his tattoos up. So I was like, okay. And then, you couldn't see nothing, like completely covered.
Yeah. To see that's it, and it's that it's that concealer. That's what it is. Because I have some as well, just in case. Because I had told myself when I go into some of my auditions, I want to cover them up. I want to cover them up.
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't go in like that?
Okay. Go in like you would. Because the thing is, sometimes your tattoos will sell and you don't even know. They could see something in you and they be like, you know what? I like the tattoos, when you thinking that you don't want them, because they won't give you the role, but then they go for it. Now, let me ask you this. You are a mother. How do you balance modeling, acting, and motherhood?
Well, motherhood was always first, so that's why it's really not hard to juggle parenthood, because I've been a parent for a while, so it's just natural. Honestly, it ain't really something I gotta focus too hard on or anything like that. It's just I don't really know how to explain it. It's just natural. I don't know.
Right.
It's natural. I don't know.
Yeah, as a parent, I was telling somebody this not too long ago. As a parent, we just figure it out. If we're gonna do what we're gonna do, we'll figure out a way to get it done. You have no choice, and I think it's about you got to have a village, a group of people that's willing to support you, be there for you, and to make sure you train your kids. You know what I'm saying? That's the ultimate thing, is training your kids to understand that you're trying to do something. My daughter's 6. She ain't trying to hear all that right now, but
give me a coloring book, Daddy.
I'm gonna get her there if it's not the last thing I do. That little girl wants all my time. So
yeah, you gonna be dealing with that until she about my youngest age. So she about 12. You might still be dealing with it though.
How old are your kids?
My daughter is 12, almost 13, and my son is almost 17 in a few months.
Man, you don't look like you had one kid. That is crazy. Black don't crack. I say that all the time. Black don't crack.
Look.
You see him modeling and stuff. You done had 2 kids,
Two kids. I say it's that diet, and that not wearing all that makeup and not trying to be too stressed out. Like, because that's the thing. I think a lot of people age that. Honestly, a lot of people age faster because, for one, drinking a lot.
Yeah.
I don't do all
that. Right.
Wearing a lot of makeup.
Right.
I don't do that. Stress can definitely do that. I try to avoid that. But your diet, and I try to drink like a lot of water, like sugar-free stuff. So
yeah, I think health is very important when it comes to, keeping. And as actors, one of the ultimate things we got to do is keep ourselves together because we on screen all the time. I just went and got a facial the other day, so I people be like, "Oh, you get facials?"
Tell men that getting facials are not gay.
No, facials are not gay. Who would say that? I
know a lot of guys that be like, I ain't getting no facial, that's gay. I ain't going to get no pedicure. I don't know why.
They go to the right person and they do their face and do their face right and everything. Yep. They gonna love that. That and you feel like refreshed, like they open your pores and it just makes you feel refreshed and clear. Not only that, I used to go. I haven't done it in a while, but I go get my toes and nails done too. Like, shoot, ain't nothing, But that's what we do in this field.
I got uncles that do that, and it's a thing. The same thing like my uncle say. Men like to look good too. Men like to look nice too. Men like to feel great too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we like our feet feeling good too. We like our hands looking good, our face looking good. So I don't find that wrong with it, but you wouldn't believe how many guys that have told me I'm not going to get that. That's gay. I'm not going to get that. And I'm like, that is not gay.
Ain't nothing gay about that, man. I like my face looking nice and smooth.
How do you even say that? How do you even put yourself to just say that? Like that's natural. Like guys can do that. No matter who you are, anybody can go get a facial or their eyebrows waxed or something. I mean,
yeah. And the woman who do my facial, she said half of her clients is male. It's like half male, half female. Like it's almost split down the middle. So there are a lot of men. And a lot of her clients are celebrities, males and celebrity females. So, it all depends on the person. I think that, if you care about your skin, if you care about, how you look, especially as people like us, we're on camera all the time. You're in front of the camera, I'm in front of the camera. So it matters how our skin looks. It matters how our smile is. We got to keep our teeth straight. People always ask me, how you get your teeth so white? I just say brush them.
No.
Literally, like, I'm like, there ain't no secret to it. I just brush.
I ain't brushing my teeth. You don't have a white teeth though.
People be saying that. I'm like, maybe, I don't know, it's because I'm dark skinned. They just happen to be brighter. I don't know. But
I don't think so. Because even if you were light skinned, they still pop. They feel white. Still got a white teeth. They literally match your headphones.
like I brush my teeth. Like when I brush my teeth, I'm like really into it. Like I brush my teeth, I sit there and I scrub and I scrub and I scrub. I just, to me, hygiene is just important. It's just important to me. Nice white teeth, nice clean skin, your fingernails and stuff, all that's important because when you're on camera and they zoom in, you do not want to look crusty and ashy and nasty. It's not going to come out right. It's just not.
Crusty, ashy, and nasty.
So, listen, this show been going. It's going good. We got about 10 minutes left. Let me ask you a question. Yes, and we got 10 minutes left. People don't even understand. Every time we do this show and it's going good, it go by so fast, and people be like, "Man, what? It's already about that time?" Yeah, it's already about that time. What has been thus far? What has been the highlight of your career? Whether modeling or acting.
You know what? Honestly, the highlight of my career is God putting people in place that can help me in the direction I'm going. I'm just gonna be honest. That is
real.
because it took support, and it does take support to make you keep, moving and going in the direction you got. And I just really feel like if I didn't have the love that I have, and I know I got love all over the world, so I don't want to single nobody out. But the reason why I say Georgia so much is because that is the one state I'm in the most, because of so many people just seeing something in me and giving me a chance or an opportunity, and that's just what it is. So I'm just gonna be honest, it's just the love from people to help me move in the direction I'm going.
Yeah. So. Georgia is a great place to come for film, TV, modeling, any of those things, because number one, it's the Southern style, the Southern comfort thing. You know what I mean? Now you still got some crazies down here.
Right.
It's crazy everywhere.
Yeah.
But for the most part, Georgia is a place where you can connect with people. It's a great networking state. Men and women can network, build together, build empires together, and even with me and my career, my film company, radio, people have all came to me and wanted to see me grow and wanted to add to what I already have. So I love Georgia for that reason, and I thought about moving several times. I was like, nah, I can't leave Georgia. It's just so much here. Yeah. The love here. Yeah. People always, want to see you win. A lot of people want to see you win. A lot of people, like I said, they want to add to what you have and they want you to grow. So I appreciate all those people, because that's why I do this platform. This platform is so I can give back, so that people like you can have a platform to promote themselves and talk about who they are and their goals and aspirations and different things. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I give my love back to everybody. Absolutely. With that being said, how, if people who are watching and people who are listening to you and watching this show right now, what is a bit of advice you can give them, positive advice you can give them to get them going every day?
Positive advice, I would say always keep God first, no matter what. I don't care how bad things are going. I don't care what negativity is going on. I don't care. Look past it. Always keep God first.
Absolutely.
You got to definitely keep God first. You ain't gonna make it without God, period. I mean, that's just not gonna happen. So always keep God first. And I would say that when you feel like you're at your lowest and you want to just give up on what you're doing, don't give up. If it's okay to take a step aside and maybe, take a breather for a little while, just get back into it. But don't ever stop. So that would be my biggest advice.
That's what's up. Now, for people who want to reach out to you and connect with you, how can they reach you?
So you guys can find me on Facebook under my name, Olivia Jennings, or you can find me on Instagram at Olivia_N_Jennings. All
right. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Olivia Jennings. And before we let you off, I just want to remind everybody, please, on upcoming Saturday, December 10th at 2 p.m. and Sunday, December 11th at 10 a.m., you can see the incredible Tawana Williams. She's called the Hope Coach. Rain Dance Films will be doing her movie, Eagle Without Wings. It's the name of the movie. And it's going to be a very, very impactful movie. I cannot wait to do it. You guys are going to love this film. The stuff she's going through is just unbelievable. But she will be speaking at New Breed Ministries, 1994 Stevenson Road, Lithonia, Georgia, 30058. The residing pastor is Georgie Lawrence and First Lady Desiree Lawrence. So please, go and check her out. There is no price for it. I didn't see any price for it, so I think it's a free event. Go and hear this woman speak. She is amazing. You just Google Tawana Williams. the Hope Coach, and you will see what I'm talking about. She's a very, very impactful speaker. She's known all over the world, so make sure you go and check her out. And Friday, December 30th, Queen of Hearts Inc. presents a dress rehearsal pre-New Year's Eve gala benefiting cancer research, hosted by the one and only Wardell Richardson. So make sure you come and check that out. It will be at the JVC Event Center, 4515 Stone Mountain Highway, Lithonia, Georgia, 30047 from 8 p.m. to 12 a.m. Hosted once again by me, and special performances by artists Jay Mill and Randy Gill. So make sure you go and check that out. $50 for singles, $95 for couples, $65 VIP. Tickets you can get at eventbrite.com/New Year's Eve dress rehearsal. I'm very honored to be a part of the event. And like I said earlier, if you didn't know, when I host, I become a whole nother person. So you don't want to miss out on how I get down when I host events. It is going to be crazy. I love doing stuff like this. I love being a part of things that's going to benefit things like cancer, because there's so many people who's passed away from cancer. It's just crazy. Cancer is definitely something that needs to be controlled. And if we can do anything to help put money toward that for cancer research, we need to do that ASAP. And I'm very excited that I will be hosting this event. Lastly, I am Wardell Richardson, the host of WCEGwood, Hollywood of the South, CEO of Rain Dance Film, actor, writer, producer, director. I love what I do. I'm happy about what I do. And this is somewhat the last show of this year. If I don't do a show soon, I will be seeing you January 19th. But I think I will be doing another show, one more show before the year is out. A special special show. All my shows are special, but this is from a special group of people. So I'm very excited about it if it goes through. But without further ado, thank you, Miss Olivia Jennings, for being a part of my show.
Thank
you are wonderful, wonderful, and you're gonna do well in this industry.
Thank you.
You're gonna do well in this industry.
Thank you.
and I have a lot of projects coming up, so I may have to hit you up about some stuff. So
please do.
I'll be in contact. I'll be in contact with you. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for this show. God bless you. And we'll see you next time right here on WCEGwood, Hollywood of the South. Peace.